on the edge of a wormhole, shimmer under Bajor's distant light. Stood a shapeless, lonely watchman guarding justice through the night. And behind a Ferengi counter, counting latinum by the glass, two strangers shared a station, never dreaming what would pass. Terok Nor had been a prison where the Cardassians ruled the floor, but Odo held the line of law, unbent by power or by war. Quark was always dealing shadows, flirting with a sell or fine. Yet somewhere in that chaos their two fates began to twine. They were rivals by profession, but companions just the same. One lived by rules of justice, one by profit and the game. Through dabo wheels and jail cells, through trouble big and small, Odo, the faceless watcher, Quark, the Ferengi who'd stall. When they framed the constable for murder, whispers rising in the hall. Quark, half grumbling, half concerned, offered help to stop the fall. "Don't say I'm sentimental," he said, as if it stunned his pride. But that small act of loyalty showed the heart he tried to hide. Then the Babel plague hit the station, leaving voices locked in fear. And Quark, with trembling fingers, kept the transport system clear. 8 years on cargo freighters, he joked, though sweat was on his brow. And Odo watched, surprised to find the road was needed now. Every bargain, every quarrel, every snare and reprimand wove a thread between them neither fully chose nor planned. Beneath the hum of DS9, beneath that star-flecked dome, two stubborn souls kept forming something neither dared call home. They were rivals by profession, but companions just the same. One lived by rules of justice, one by profit and the game. Through dabo wheels and jail cells, through trouble big and small, Odo, the faceless watcher, Quark, the Ferengi who'd stall. Quark once pleaded for the freedom of Bajorans on the run, and to move the constable's heart, claimed they were almost like a son. Odo raised an eyebrow, hearing truth beneath the ploys, but let them go pretending he believed none of that noise. Stranded on a frozen wasteland with no shelter from the storm, they climbed the mountain arguing just to keep their bodies warm. Both declared they hated walking, hated cold and hated fate, but side by side they crawled along, their lives tied tight by hate. That's not hate. And in the infirmary later, breathing air both nearly lost, they resumed their old complaining, couldn't bear to count the cost. For to say that they were friends was something neither one could face, so they settled for the bickering that kept their fragile grace. They were rivals by profession, but companions just the same. One lived by rules of justice, one by profit and the game. Through devil wheels and jail cells, through trouble big and small, Odo, the faceless watcher, Quark, the Ferengi who'd stall. When Odo's heart was breaking as he watched Kira love another, it was Quark who gave the counsel no one else could bear to utter. Tell her now or let her go, words as sharp as any knife, yet spoken with a softness that betrayed a hidden life. Through the terrors of the Dominion, when the night refused to end, Quark still schemed for profit, but he never lost his friend. Then Odo turned a blind eye to some harmless smaller crimes, for even justice understands what loyalty becomes at times. Then the great link called him homeward. Odo knew he must return to heal his shattered people and the world they'd let burn. Quark wiped glasses like always, pretending not to care, but his voice cracked for a moment when he saw the shuttle flare. Now the promenade is busy, but there's one small quiet place, a stool beside the counter where Odo left an empty space. Ask Quark if he misses him, he'll deny it to the end. But every night he glances there, still waiting for his friend. They were rivals by profession, but companions just the same. One lived by rules of justice, one by profit and the game. Though the changeling crossed the wormhole and the Ferengi kept his bar, Odo and Quark remain what they always truly are. Two souls forever arguing between the wormhole and